Hello everyone, it's Donna Briggs, and today is Talk About It Tuesday, day 25 of the Living in Abundance Challenge. I know you had a spectacular week so far because you said your affirmations when we got up. I am healthy, I am happy, I live in abundance. I don't let any negative people, places, things, or environments control my peace. I won't let anything disturb my peace. I don't think you guys realize living in peace is the most important thing you should have in your life. Forget money, forget all that stuff. Peace. If you come home and it's not peaceful, then you need to figure out a different living situation. I'm telling you, peace is everything because that affects your health, your mindset, everything. Peace. Anyway, so today's Talk About It Tuesday is about self-perception. What does it mean? Having a positive view or negative view about yourself dictates how your life is going to be. Remember, the perception you have of yourself either motivates you or discourages you. If you're taught you can't do anything, you won't do anything. So you see a lot of people who are like discouraged and, their self-esteem is low. If you like rewind back, 9 times out of 10, their childhood, they were taught that they can't do anything. So fast forward to being an adult, they won't do anything or can't do anything or don't believe that they can. How do you manage a positive self-image, self-perception? Now, first thing you have to do is be aware of your inner voice. What is it saying? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it telling you, you can't do that? Or is it telling you, hey, go for it? Everyone has a voice inside. Now, sometimes, I know for me, I'll have, go for it. But then it's a little voice saying, wait a minute, is that a good idea? But you have to, weigh the pros and cons. That's first. Listen to your inner voice. And go with your gut instincts. It's always important. Isn't this a cool shirt? Anyway, got distracted. So, yes, be aware of your inner voice. Avoid all or none thinking. What does that mean? Some people have the all or nothing at all mindset. Either I want all of it or I want none of it. Now, sometimes that's a good idea, but most of the times it's not, because you could be eliminating yourself or just making yourself in a situation where you blocked out something positive because you just have this all or nothing mindset, and you can't do that because some things come up and you're offered a piece of it. Maybe not all of it, but a piece of it. Express gratitude for everything. Now, I wake up in the morning. Now, honestly, sometimes I forget, but I am thankful. If I forget in the morning to express gratitude, I will maybe get in the shower, or I may be coming down the steps or something like that, or, doing something else during the day. And then I'll say, let me make sure I'm expressing gratitude. Thank you for blessing me in abundance, for my health, for my family, my friends. Thanks for looking over everyone. Just basic gratitude. Nothing for anything special. Just basic gratitude in general. And I always try to look at the silver lining. That's something else you guys should do. Look at the silver lining in anything. Because there's always going to be a silver lining. I know you're like, what's the silver lining? Let me think. Okay. So the worst thing ever happened to me is my parents dying, right? So you're saying, what's the silver lining in that? Well, them dying made me more independent, ambitious, thankful, and grateful for anyone else that came into my life. So that was a silver lining in that. It taught me a valuable lesson that life is important and you can't take anything for granted because you never know. So that's the silver lining. So everything has a silver lining. I just had to give you the worst thing that ever happened to me was that. But even in that, it was a silver lining. So even in death, there is a silver lining. It's going to teach you something. It's going to show you something. It's going to reveal something that you didn't know. Like, it revealed a whole lot of different personalities of people in my family that I didn't even know existed, because it was a domino effect for those people to die, and then it triggered people acting a certain way that they would never act that way if they were living. So it teaches you something. Build your self-worth with positive affirmations. And I always tell you that all the time. I am great. I live in greatness. I attract greatness. Nothing negative comes to me. Nothing negative is around me. You say that, then you'll be on the right track. So, let me give you the keys. Like I said, keys to mastering self-perception. A positive self-perception. Here we go. Be aware of your inner voice. We do that. Avoid all or nothing thinking. So don't be greedy and be like, oh, all or nothing, all or nothing. Express gratitude for everything. Look for a silver lining. Even in someone dying, there's a silver lining. It's something, so something's supposed to teach you something. There's a message in death. There's a message in everything that happens. There's a message. You're supposed to learn something from it. If you don't learn it, the message will be repeated. Like I said, for me, the worst thing ever happened to me was my parents dying. But it taught me to be more appreciative, grateful, independent, not take people for granted, not look at things like, oh, it might be here tomorrow. It could be, it may not be, It makes you look at things totally different. Makes you be serious about your life. And be courteous and kind, because you're just like, oh my goodness, this person may not be here tomorrow. And did you treat them the best you could? It was so funny. I was going to see this lady. She pretty much adopted me as my grandmother, right? And she was an older lady. And her family would say, every time you come, you always bring her flowers. I would always bring her flowers, books, everything I knew she liked, I would bring it, right? And then, oh, you're spoiling her, you're doing too much. They always would claim I would do too much. But I knew, because of my experience of my parents dying, you never know if a person's going to be around or not. So if they died, I wouldn't be a person that's going to be sitting there crying. Those are the people you always see next to the casket. The people that didn't do anything, or didn't visit, didn't call, didn't write, didn't send any gifts, didn't participate in the person's life, and they weren't present in the person's life. Like me, I was always present. When my grandmother was sick, I was present. I would fly in, see her, sit back next to her bed, tell her I loved her. So when she died, it was like, okay, she already knew I loved her, so it wasn't like I felt like really sad about it, because she knew that I loved her. With my mom, totally different. I didn't know. I was young. I didn't know anything. I was arrogant. I was obnoxious. I was pretty much a brat. And that was a life lesson for me. So you learn from everything in life. Self-perception. Having a positive view of yourself. Day 24 of the Living in Abundance Challenge. I love you guys. Make every day a great day. Go to my website, makeeverydayagreatday.com, for all products and services. And remember, be courteous, be kind, and love each other. Bye. See you tomorrow on Wisdom Wednesday.